he were broke, I wouldn't choose him. And not because I'm shallow, but because it's my standard. Let's be honest, if I didn't match his taste, his lifestyle, I wouldn't even be considered. So why should I ignore what matters to me? I've built a beautiful life. I've created financial abundance on my own. So yes, a man's financial stability matters to me, not because I need his money, but because I need his mindset, I need his drive, his ability to build, lead, and match what I've created for myself. And yes, I believe in love, but I also believe in alignment, and choosing wisely is part of loving wisely.
I don't know about that. A black woman that looks like how she looks like the equal look saying that. She just said that she has income and beauty, so she wouldn't date a broke man.
Which is fair.
Both. When women who don't have the beauty saying they won't date a broke man, why is a man who has income dating you? That's just not realistic. You think you're going, if you look at all of the celebrities, if we look at just life in general, you don't see multimillionaires walking around with a woman that's 300 pounds. That's just not the standard. But I would say we can't do what other races can do because we're trying to overcome oppression. So if a woman is just saying like, a black woman saying I wouldn't date a broke guy, what number is broke? 50,000 is his net worth. If you make
net worth or income?
Yeah, net income. If he brings home $50,000 annually and you bring home $50,000 annually, that's $8,300 a month. You two working together, especially if you have good credit already, you two working together can establish something and you can live fairly comfortable. Mm-hmm. So why wouldn't that happen if he has morals, principles, and provision is more than just income. You provide security, you provide leadership, you provide guidance in religious aspects and different things. It's provision. Are you safe with that man? Can that man lead your children and guide you guys somewhere? Well, what do you guys align with outside of, finances? Black people, we need to get on together on that and then think of how you can work together with someone who makes $70,000. I saw a clip. It was a dude who said he was a special education teacher, and he said he made $75,000 annually. And the woman said, like, yo, I couldn't be with you. Now, this is a dude who chose a path that is servicing the youth. He's working with special needs kids, and he makes $75,000. Now, let's say his morals and principles is all together. Why wouldn't you choose him if he is going to serve you? He's not going to cheat. He's not, by serve you, I mean serve you as the masculine energy that you need in your life. He's not going to cheat on you, not going to put his hands on you. He's going to be, the husband that you need. He's going to raise your kids properly. He's always going to protect and do the things that the man is supposed to do in the household. What's wrong with the $75,000?
That's a good question, and I want to ask you that. What are they missing? Whatever woman that is in agreement with that ideology, what are they missing in terms of finding the value in a man who is doing all of those things or is, of all of those things and making $75,000 a year?
I think they get caught up too much in the materialism of things and keeping up with the Joneses. They know that man can't take them on the fancy trips. He's not buying them the fancy bags. They're not eating at the 5-star restaurants. They're not doing all of those things that, many of these women are valuing today. Instead of having a household and having a family and moving the needle. Like I said, you'll be surprised if two people make their net income is $60,000, $120,000 annually. Combined, y'all bring home $10,000 a month. Now, $60,000 separately isn't a lot, but if you combine it, $10,000 a month, you guys can live comfortably. I live in New York, and you can live comfortably with $10,000 in New York. How much are you spending a month? If your mortgage, let's say you have a house and your mortgage is $3,000, and you factor in, homeowners insurance, property tax, all that stuff. Let's just say you're spending $4,500 to $5,000 a month for that. You each got a car note, car insurance. You throw in another $1,000. That's around like $6,000. How much are y'all spending together on food and care products and stuff? If you throw in another $2,000, that's $8,000. That leaves y'all with $2,000 a month that y'all save if you work together. Why can't that work?
Well, I think first I want to touch on this, right? The video that we just watched.
Right.
Here's my issue when it comes to our specific community, right? Kind of gearing back towards Black women being judged about wanting financial stability. I think there's a difference, and I think we need to understand what we are actually, where we're at in our lives, right? There's a lot of reflecting that needs to be happening right now in terms of, and I don't know this woman, know nothing about her. I don't know any, but I do know how she's carrying herself, right? Which if she is making X amount of dollars, which she claims, and if she wants somebody to be an equal or more, which she's also stated, at least she's carrying herself of some type of value. My issue with our community, especially the women in our community, is not just about the beauty. It's about how are you displaying yourself? And also how are you getting this money? Right, there are some of our women who are getting the money in a positive way. There's, maybe they're business owners, which you already know. We're running the entrepreneur. Our Black women are running the entrepreneurship world, but there are also a lot that are getting the money from just men, right? Like asking for men. It's whether it be on OnlyFans, whether it just be through the dating world. They're getting their money from just being panhandlers, in my opinion. And I don't like that. So like when I hear Black women are being judged for wanting financial stability, it's like, no, not all Black women are being judged, just a specific type, right? And I think that they are to be judged as well as all races with that specific type, right. Whatever it may be.
It depends on how they're earning their income and the type of man they're looking for with that income. So if you'll take a man who's making, $200,000, $300,000 annually, but he's making it selling drugs or scamming, then that's the issue. And then just like you said, if a woman is like, oh, I need a man who's making at least $150,000 a year because I make $150,000 a year, but she makes her $150,000 a year on OF, that makes no sense because he can't go on OF and make it that way. So I think that's the real problem. And I think many women know, because most women are hypergamous and they want a man who makes as much as them or more. They know that they won't respect a man who makes less. They don't, which is silly to me because he's still a man.
And so like, let's look back let's date back 15, 20 years ago. There were more women that were probably, stay-at-home moms, I would assume at that time. I don't know the numbers.
In the 50s.
Yeah, man.
In the 50s, and that's another thing that people don't understand. In the 50s, 65% of households had two people working.
In the 50s, 65% had two people working.
Yeah.
Majority.
Yeah.
Here.
In America. Men shouldn't be getting money all types of ways either. I don't support, that's what we talking about. I don't support the man who's getting money as a drug dealer. So just like I would judge a dude who wants to be with a woman who's making money on OF, I would judge him. I'd be like, you crazy? You want a woman who's on OF? I judge a female the same way who wants a drug dealer or a scammer. Like, we need morals. Morals and principles should be the foundation of the Black community. How we earn money, how we protect our family, how we encourage each other, how we support one another. All of that should be the foundation of our community, not how much money you got, because a lot of people are making money, but they're selling their soul to get it. And that's what we just see being, exposed every day. A lot of these female artists, they promote into the youth, oh, just twerk, just do this, just get a bag. And then you got some of these drill rappers like, oh, you could shoot up your community, you could do this. But they're making a whole bunch of money, but I would never do that. If you could tell me right now, I'll give you $200 billion, just make one drill song saying shoot 'em up, bang, bang. I say keep your money.